this is it, huh? You've studied and studied and studied and studied until your eyeballs are about to fall out of their sockets. You know this course, backwards and forwards and sideways and many directions I haven't even thought of. So you were ready to go down to the DMV and take your road test, right?
Yeah!
All right, great. So you can pull up over here on the curb and let me out. You see, when you take your driving test, it'll just be you and a DMV representative or an officer in the car with you while you're taking your test. Go ahead and pull over there on the side. Okay. Well, good luck.
How am I supposed to get to the DMV without a license?
See the uniform? Yeah. See the pretty badge? I'm not me anymore. I'm the officer who's going to be in the car when you're taking your driver's test.
Dude, you're really starting to confuse me.
Now, by the time that you take your driving test, you will have already taken your written test. The written test will test you on the rules of the road, as well as a test that'll make sure that you can recognize and understand the basic signs and symbols on the road. You'll need to score at least 70% in order to pass. Otherwise, you're going to have to take it again before you take the driving test. But if you study this course, you should do just fine. Now, you're also going to have to take a vision test that tests your eyesight. But there's really not that much studying you can do for that. So, are you ready to begin?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Now, the first thing when the officer or the DMV representative gets into your car, they're going to want you to identify some of the controls in your car. So I would make sure that you know everything inside of the car that you're going to be taking down to the DMV. That way you can be sure that you know everything and are well prepared for the test. So Peter, when I ask you to, please identify and turn on the following controls. Where is your emergency brake?
Here.
All right, engage that, please. Okay, and where are your headlights?
Right here.
Turn those on. Okay, and turn on your brights. Great, you can turn those off. Where are your hazard lights? Great, you can turn that off. All right, please honk your horn. Great, and turn on your radio.
I definitely know where that is.
Okay, okay, you can turn it off now.
Okay!
Okay, now, once you finish the initial part of the exam, where you have to identify everything within the car, the officer is going to give you some instructions to do, like parking, making a turn, but they're also going to be testing you on your technique. They're going to look for things like looking over your shoulder when you're changing lanes, regularly checking your mirrors. Remember, they're not just testing you on what they ask you to do, but the whole drive. So, why don't you go ahead and turn the key in the ignition and take us out on the road. Uh-oh. Somebody didn't use their turn signal.
Right.
That's the kind of stuff that is going to cost against you on your final test score. Remember, study and use those techniques that you learn. Now, let's go ahead and pull over again. You're going to pull over to this curve here and park.
Okay, but you gotta check behind me, right?
Peter, I can't help you here. I'm not me, remember.
Check behind me. Check the lane I'm moving into. Signal. Mirrors. Over the shoulder and go. Brake. Oh, we're on an incline facing uphill, so I have to turn my wheels to the left away from the curb. There, it's done. Ta-da!
The officer or the DMV representative might not tell you if what you did was right or wrong. Just trust yourself. Move on to the next task.
All right.
Now, for us, the next task is we're going to pull away from the curb.
Okay. All right.
Now, the next part of the test, I'm going to want you to go up to this intersection, and you're going to make a left turn there.
Alright, let's see here. Left turn signal. Check the left side of the vehicle for changing conditions. Search, evaluate, Find my pivot point and execute the turn.
When you take the driving test, the DMV representative of the officer is going to ask you to do a lot of things. But you can be sure that he'll have parking, stopping at an intersection, and turning on that test. Of course, there's one thing that might show up on your testing. You know, it always gives a lot of people the heebie-jeebies. Parallel parking.
Can you rest already? I have my test tomorrow.
Sure. Yeah, no problem. Why don't you go ahead and parallel park between these two cones here on the right curb. Tough guy.
Signal. Over the shoulder. Pull up to the parallel to the car. One spot. Let's see. Turn the wheel to the right. A 45-degree angle. Straighten the wheels. Back. Turn the wheel sharply to the left. Back. And stop. Straighten the wheels again and pull into the center of the parking space. There, I did it. Is that okay?
You better hope so. Because this, like any other maneuver, can cost you on your final test score. Now, when you are done, the officer's going to be able to give you a test score right away. He can also tell you some things that you did wrong and things you need to work on. Now, just like the written test, you're going to need to score at least a 70% in order to pass the driving test. If you fail, you will be able to take the test again in 24 hours. But go home, really practice, and make sure that you're ready to ace it the next time. Okay, so how do you think you did?
Yeah, I think I did okay.
Correct! You scored an 82%. If this were the real driver's test, you would be a proud owner of your own driver's license. Sweet! Congratulations, Peter! You did a good job. Now all you have to do is take a real deal.